Hello. Thank you for tuning into my channel. This is my Finish It Friday video for Friday, May 31st, 2024. So if you want to see what I've been working on this week, please stay tuned. I've had a pretty fun week in the sewing room this week. I hope that you have been able to be productive, to perhaps try a new project or make a lot of progress on a current project. I am excited to share what I've been working on this week. If you tuned in last week, you saw that I had a bear order to complete. I have made some progress on the bears. I actually just finished them a minute ago. I waited until later on in the afternoon to film today's video because I wanted to get these bears done. I was so close. So I waited until I finished sewing these two little guys. They are super cute. And my next stage, of course, is going to be getting them stuffed. Hopefully within the next week, I can have both of these bears completed, and they have little collars to go on them. So hopefully I can get that done next week and give them to their owner. This has been a really quick and fun project. I hadn't made bears in a while, so it was an interesting adventure to get back into it. So these are complete except for the stuffing and stitching up at the end. Very excited. I have a couple of projects that are in some different rooms. So we'll go upstairs first and check out the typic quilt. Then we'll come down and check out the Scrappy Bricks quilt. I am really excited about this quilt. This is the typic quilt that I made for my little sister's graduation. We took it down to her celebration in South Georgia. So you can see some of the signatures on the quilt. Really neat. I think it's going to be nice once everything is quilted. Excuse the wrinkles. I have not pressed everything yet. I will definitely get it all pressed. There are a couple of pieces that I'm going to have to move a little bit. Down here, it's actually upside down, but this would be at the very top of the quilt. This one at the very right here. Let me see, right there. And so I've purchased some transfer paper. So hopefully I can transfer that one to an open part of the quilt. And then there's another one over here that's on the what will be the far left. And so I'm going to try the same thing to use the transfer paper. I'm going to have to get in Canva, I think, to adjust the words and stuff, and then get it flipped so that I can put it on a different part of the quilt. But I don't think that's going to be too hard, and it's going to look great. I've also started getting the binding ready. It is going to be a flange binding, and a lot of you said that the darker fabric is going to be the better backing. And so I've decided to take the leftovers from these strip sets and start cutting that down to 1 3/8 inches for my binding. And then I'm going to use one of the lighter grays. Let me see if I can find which one. I think I'm going to use this one right here with all the little lamps on it. I think that's going to be my flange, but I'm not sure yet because I have a piece that's a little bit lighter than that. And if I have enough of that, I would rather use that for the flange, but we'll just see what I have. But I've already started. You can see the strip sets here and then down here. And what I did, because I'm not going to have enough of that to go all the way around, is I've just taken some of the leftover fat quarter pieces from the quilt. And right now I'm just laying them out to see if I have enough or so that I don't cut too much. And then I'm going to go and do the gray. I'll measure the gray out and see exactly what we need and then put the binding together. But this is not a super high priority right now because I can't get it on the long arm yet because of the other quilt. But I'm still excited and it's going to look great. And I can't wait to get everything pressed and quilted for her. I have the Scrappy Bricks quilt on the long arm, and here we can hopefully see a little bit of the quilting design. Let me show it to you on the pantograph first The goal is to quilt these four-wheelers going across our quilt. Here's one, and then the other one is this one facing this way. And so as we look on the quilt, we can sort of see them. It's not going to be super obvious, but here's one. I don't know if you can see the handlebars here, and then into the four-wheeler. And then on this row, I've done the second one facing this way, and I'm currently working on the third one here. It's a really nice design. It's not going to be seen really nice or really well on this quilt because of all of the fabrics. And I'm using a really light green so that it blends in. But I enjoy the challenge of this. This is going to be really cool. I am currently quilting. I think this is the third row that I'm on right now. And I think I have probably either 4 or 5 rows to go. Thankfully, the quilt is not super wide, so it's not taking very long to do each row, but it's a really nice challenge. I was concerned about quilting this pattern because it looks much more intricate, but it quilts pretty easily once I know where I'm going. But let me go around so you can see how much we have left. This is a really fun project, and I'm excited to see it finished. I have the quilt upside down on the long arm because I wanted to quilt the pattern right side up. So I don't think we'll be able to see it on the front, but you can kind of see on the back. It'll be a little bit more obvious, but if you're not sure what you're looking at or what you're looking for, you may not see it, but that doesn't matter. But this is about how much I have left. We're not quite halfway, I don't think. So we have that much left. Really fun project. Excited that I get to do it. And I'm ready to see what it looks like once everything is all quilted out. I think it's going to look great. I have 2 things that I made just a wee bit of progress on, just a little bit. As I was working on the bears, I worked on this Jacob's Ladder block. The Jacob's Ladder is my leader ender project for the year. My goal is to have 30 blocks done. Right now I have 4 complete. This makes the 5th one. Right now it's sewn into rows, and then I have to sew the rows together. But since I'm kind of in between projects, I won't hit this until I'm actually doing some piecing on something else. At the beginning of the week, I was preparing the fabric for the bears, and I was getting the Scrappy Bricks quilt on the long arm. And so I really wasn't piecing anything, and I wanted to do just a little bit of sewing. So I spent 15 minutes working on my string blocks. These are ones that I completed before this week. And what I'm doing is I'm just taking the royal blue and making it my center strip, and then using green and gray to piece the rest of the strings. I'm having green on one side, gray on the other side. You can see that in both of these blocks. I actually have a shoebox there with all of my green, gray, and navy blue strings, or with some of them in there. And so I'm working on this. It was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. I spent 15 minutes and I got parts of like 2 blocks done. And so you can see I'm using this fabric as a foundation. I was able to cut 28 pieces of this out of what I had. So I really need to cut 2 more 10-inch squares out of something. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. Is it 10 inches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so 10-inch squares. I did like 2 strings or 3 strings total on each one of these because I took some time to press. So I didn't really get a full 15 minutes because I did get up and press some things. And so that made it a little bit more challenging, but it doesn't matter. So it's just something that I did as a spur of the moment just to have something to sew. I will eventually work some more on this, but this week that was all I had for that. Another thing that I think I covered everything. I did the Jacob's Ladder. I did the string blocks. I am looking forward to getting the Scrappy Bricks quilt finished in the next week. And the reason that I'm really looking forward to that is because I want to put the typic quilt on the long arm next. So In addition to getting these bear stuff, that pretty much gives me a full week of work for next week. I am looking forward to it and to getting things accomplished. Let me know in the comments what you're working on, what you're excited about. I'm looking forward to just an awesome summer of sewing and creating. I also have like a little garden up on the deck. That's kind of cool. So I have little bitty tomatoes right now. They are about the size of a marble. So hopefully that will do well also this summer. If you have any questions about what you've seen in this video, oh wait, before I go, I tried out my Purple Quilt Company logo big on a shirt. Let me know what you think of this. I have this color right now that I just made for myself, and I have a red shirt that I made. Really nice. I'm happy with the pattern. Let me know if you're interested. I would love to get one of these shirts to you. Let me know in the comments. If enough people are interested, I will put it up on my Etsy and you can go check it out there. Again, if you have any questions about what you've seen in this video, leave them in the comments below. Thumbs up this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!